Hey, it's Lauren. I am back after a brief hiatus from filming. Feels so good to be back. If you're a regular visitor to my channel, you might notice my hair looks a little different than when I last saw you. I was very blonde and recently took my hair as close as I could to my natural color, mostly because I just didn't feel like highlighting it again. It's a lot of work. But I actually really like how this came out, and we'll see how the grow out is, but it should be pretty darn easy because it's really not very different than my normal hair color. But today we are going to be talking about two products that I have been testing out for the past few weeks. Both of these products are ideal for enhancing texture in your hair, be it your natural texture, and to create a little bit more volume and separation and grit to the hair. So the first product I want to talk about is the Joico Zero Heat for fine to medium hair. This cream is designed to be like a leave-in air dry cream. And so I think the intention of this product is to really kind of cut down the frizz and define whatever your natural texture is, be it kind of a straighter texture or a little bit of wave or even maybe some curl. My hair has a very subtle wave to it. And unfortunately for me, the wave in my hair is not evenly distributed and it's a lot tighter underneath than it is on top. So what I did with my hair to achieve this look was I air dried it with some of this cream. I use like a nickel size amount. And underneath here, this is what my hair does naturally on its own. I get this really cool, like kind of beachy wave, but since it doesn't do that on the top of my head, I do have to use a curl wand to kind of evenly balance it out so I can match my texture underneath. And I just use a 1-inch curling rod. I don't use like it's not a curling iron. It doesn't have the clamp on it. It's just something I twist around and I can kind of balance out my texture from the top and the bottom. Now, this really does help to cut down on the frizz in your hair when air drying. Normally my hair is very frizzy when it dries on its own. I often will blow dry because I don't like how fuzzy my natural texture is. But this really does to kind of just cut down the poof, and it really just kind of enhances that texture. Unfortunately, it doesn't change the texture on the upper layers of my hair to magically make it more wavy like the bottom. But I do think that this is a fantastic cream. It makes your hair much more easy and manageable. It doesn't have a heat protectant in it, at least not that it says on the packaging. So since I like to use an iron on my hair to kind of enhance my texture a little bit more to match the bottom half of my hair, I do use the Prep Rally from the Dry Bar. This has a heat protectant up to 450 degrees. And these two actually play very well together. This is very lightweight, a little bit moisturizing and detangling. This is going to enhance your texture and cut down on the frizz. So I actually really like how these play together to get a really nice air dry before going in the next day and then waving it out. I can go to bed with my hair wet with this, and it's really nice to work with in the morning. So highly recommend this. It's not going to like make your hair super wavy if it's just got a little bit of texture. Like, don't expect miracles. But it is a really nice product for air drying your hair to make it look a little more sleek and intentional and not like a cotton ball that's been rubbed between your hands, because that's what my hair will do if I don't put anything on it. The other product that I want to talk about, very excited about this because these kind of products can be kind of tricky for people. This is the AG Dry Lift Volume Pomade. And this was recommended by Merity. If you don't follow her over on Instagram, you definitely should. She's really great for recommendations for all things makeup and skincare and sometimes hair care too. And so I picked this up at a pro store as well as the Joico. And this product is kind of different. If you've ever used one of those like spray-in powders, this kind of has a similar effect to those, but it's much more easy to control. So what I do, scoop a little bit out on my nail. I don't use a ton of it. And you basically emulsify it in your fingers. And you can tell very quickly it starts to kind of dissolve. And then you just go in and lift at the roots. You can feel it on your hands. It feels a little bit waxy. But the interesting thing about this product is that when you start to work it in, it starts to feel kind of dry and powdery, almost like one of those spray, like texture sprays for your roots. And this also has like a, almost like an oil absorbing quality, kind of like a dry shampoo. I would never say that like this is going to replace a dry shampoo, but for someone like myself who really is not a huge fan of dry shampoos, generally speaking, this is really great on second day hair. Look how much lift that gave. This is really great on second day hair too, to kind of kill like the mild greasies while still giving you some lift and movement. But like, I love what this texture does, and you don't end up with that powder plume just like exploding all around you and all over your stuff. You have a lot more control with where you can put it, and it doesn't make your hair feel heavy or greasy despite being like a pomade type texture. I think this is such a cool product, and I've really, really enjoyed it. The only thing I will say is like, it has like a citrusy kind of scent. It's not like overwhelmingly strong. And I normally don't love like citrus. I think it's kind of boring for hair care, honestly. But this one's pleasant, and it's not like overpowering. It's just kind of fresh, and it doesn't seem to like linger or just like overwhelm your scent aura. But look what that does to the hair. Isn't that fabulous? I love this stuff. I think that this is a solid pick. I would think that this would work for a lot of different hair types. Merity's hair looks kind of similar to mine, where it's kind of like a fine medium texture, so you really can get a lot of lift with this. But I think that this would work on more of a coarse hair type as well. You would have to give it a try and let me know if you do. I would love to know. But I think that would be awesome also on like really, really short haircuts that just really want a lot of that kind of like dry lift and texture. Yeah, these two products are like ballpark hits for me for like some good texture, and just kind of like with this shorter hair that I've got now, like I just like that I can get some good movement through my hair. So anyway, I hope that this review has been helpful, this little demo too. And if you liked it, please make sure to like and subscribe. You can catch me over on Instagram, and I can't wait to bring you more reviews. I've got lots of stuff coming up pretty soon. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.